chat is, or the greeting where you come from. I hope you are having a great day. It's Andy the Gabby Cabby here on a Thursday afternoon with one of his daily chats. Very tired today actually. I worked through the night, so it's a bit knackering, to be quite honest. I just had a quick half an hour shut-eye before I come and spoke to you fine people, and wonder what you're all doing today. Have you had a good day? More importantly, have you got the notification that I'm actually sitting here talking? And is anybody going to show up to say hello today? Well, we got somebody appeared after 49 seconds. It's a bit of a record. It usually takes a minute or two for people to start appearing. So good afternoon. This is Andy the Gabby Cabby. DB Cooper, yes, hello DB Cooper. First one in the chat. Hope you are doing okay. Andy on tour, Broken Dreams. Hi Andy, hello, hope you're well Andy. Andy from Andy. Jane Griffiths, it's me. Excellent, hello. DB Cooper, afternoon. Jason Drury, hi Andy, good to see you Jason. Glad you could make the chat. Douglas Aitken, Andy. Yes, that's great. Everyone's coming in loud and clear. Got my notification. That's good today. It's a little bit hit and miss. Daz is back. Hi, Andy. Hope all good. I'm well. Daz is back. Thank you very much. Appreciate the kind thought. It's appreciated as always. How is everybody doing today? What you been up to? I had a very long night of it. I got up at 1 o'clock this morning. And I took some people to Gatwick at 2, went around to Heathrow and brought somebody back. It's what we call double bubble in the trade. It's very tiring. I've just had half an hour shut-eye before I came out here to speak to you. Paul Thompson, good day, mate. You're eating well. I certainly am. Jason Drury, good for you. I had my bollocks to the mast moment this morning. I was saying bollocks to Boris yesterday, and I was actually thinking of doing a t-shirt at somebody's suggestion that says bollocks to Boris. Yes, I know, Jane. They popped another sprog, didn't they, Boris and young Carrie? Another little one brought into the world. We will see what happens there. Might be the future of politics in this country, or some other things such as that, who knows. But as with all children, no matter who their parents are, I do wish the child well, and hope they're all safe and happy. Factual Breakdown's here. Hello to all my Cabby community friends. Hello, Factual Breakdown. Hope you're well, having a good day over in America. Glad you could join us. Did you get your notification today, Factual? I'll be interested to hear that. Yeah, he does, DB Cooper. He could never give the British press a straight answer as to how many kids he's got. He's like, I think I have got... And he admitted in America he's got 6 or something like that. Factual Breakdown got her notification. Excellent. Lorna Mackenzie's here. Hi to you. Hope you're well, Lorna, and having a good day. Those of you that are in the chat, how has your day been? Let me know what you've been up to and how your day's gone. Very important that I find that out. Yeah, excellent, Mike. Mike Alligator says he got his notification as well. That's all good. Yes, it appears more people got told today that I was actually turning up. That's excellent. Chrissy Williams, afternoon, Andy. In Wales, visiting family. Got some videos to send you. Oh, God. Yes, they're well and truly indoctrinated over that way, aren't they, Chrissy? Very much so. It's that Mark Drakeford. I saw a new nickname for him earlier in one of the comments, Snakeford. I thought that was very fitting. Savage Jabbit lied. What did he lie about? When he said nobody is exempt from the rules. When he himself is exempt from the rules, he can jump on a private jet, avoid a test, which in turn means no quarantine. There you go. One rule for them, one rule for us, isn't it? A bit like these Christmas parties they're still harping on about today. My content today that comes out from about 6 o'clock, apart from a couple of wee little examples, is very Boris-esque. I think this needs talking about and discussing. Yes, Chrissy, I agree with you. It is awful. They're not good. I had the co-op, my local co-op earlier, and there's a lady in there that works there. She's very anti the old muzzles. And I walked in, looked at her, she looked at me, and we just shrugged our shoulders, and I went and got me loaf of bread and my pint of milk on the way home. It's as simple as that. Where are we? Factual breakdown. Let's go, Boris. Yes, this seems to be the phrase, doesn't it? Along with let's go, Brandon. Yeah, very, very good. I'm actually pleased today. We've only been here about 5 minutes, and we've got quite a large number of people, more than we usually get, so that's great. So welcome everybody if you just joined us. Daily chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby. We try and do this every day we can, and just have a chat with you all. You get a bit of live access to me, and you can have a chat with each other as well. It's all good. CSC Kitty, hey y'all. Hiya CSC Kitty, hope you're well. Mark Keane, afternoon Andy, Little George, thank you Lorna, you're all appearing now. Factual Breakdown says she's still racking her old brain, so take your time, Mike Alligators. I have no idea what you're referring to, but there you go. I hope she's helping you out. She's very good at getting things done, is our Factual. Richard Void's not here yet. He usually tells me to have a slurp. So I thought I'd beat him to it. Have you got some in your cab? It's illegal. What's that, Neil Tanner? It's the kind that comes in the can, not the other kind that you find outside parliamentary offices. DH Trains, hi Andy. You like your Diet Coke? I do. It does help the old throat stay a bit lubricated. All this talking, get a bit like that. Mike Alligators, more than I give her credit for, Andy. Yeah, she is very good, very good. Saw Murder Academy live yesterday. Where are we? Saw Murder Academy live yesterday, and it was quite good. I'd love for him to get to 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, he's very good. I particularly enjoyed his chat with Police Off the Cuff. That was excellent. And he's got his own channel, Murder Academy. Steve, and he's a retired detective inspector from Scotland Yard. Very knowledgeable, very nice chap. So go over and check him out. Speaking of retired police officers, I noticed that Police Off the Cuff is not very far from 24,000 subscribers themselves. Not very far at all. So if you are listening to me and you haven't subscribed to Police Off the Cuff, hop over there and give their subscribe and notification button a little bash and help them get to that next milestone. That'll be great. And for those of you that don't know, I shall be appearing on Police Off the Cuff on the 22nd of December. I'm looking forward to it. I jumped on Bill Cannon's live chat, Coffee with Cannon, or Bitching with Bill as you call it, yesterday, and made my presence known with one of those super chats that you can put in. And he said that they're a pair of ball breakers and I'd better be ready. And I, of course, knew exactly what they meant. Factual Breakdown's going to help me with my New York yeah, I can't even do it. New York accent, but we'll get there. How's everybody? Gary Stubbington, who is going to the Boris Christmas? I'm still waiting for my invite, actually. I've got a nice corner eyed up in the entrance hall with the chair in at 10 Downing Street for when I have too much to drink. I will need somewhere to fall asleep. But the problem is I will expect everybody else there as well. It seems to be the thing at the moment, having Christmas parties when you're not allowed. Andy, Steve had a very funny holiday story, and I'd love to see the POTC fellows invite him onto their holiday special. Can you put in a good word with Bill? Yeah, I could try, because he's after the American police, isn't he? With Christmas stories, good heartfelt Christmas stories. It might be worth getting another perspective. Mike Alligator, so when are you going to start to learn Geordie then, Andy? Laughing at what's it? Why I? Something like that. That's about as far as I go. Jason Drury, it was being discrimination and having a panic attack, which included crying in Tesco's. Is this about the face muzzles? which made me remove mask. Bloody good for you, Jason. You shouldn't be allowed to feel like that. Nobody should allow you to feel like that. Yeah, it's an awful situation. It's certainly going to cause a lot of bad feeling everywhere, but you keep your pecker up. You tell yourself you're doing the right thing all the time. And how do you say it in Latin? Carpe diem or something. Basically, don't let the bastards get you down. Andy on tour, Broken Dreams. Gotta go, mate. School run. Have a good day. Andy from Wolverhampton. All right, cheers for popping by, Andy. Take care. We have to do that about 3:10. Go and get my boy, and then a bit of an old haircut coming. Get rid of some of the grey bits. Lee Redpath, exempt from tyranny. I'll drink to that. DB Cooper, I know some Geordie tin. It's not in the tin. Neil Tanner, if we keep it just between us, can I book you to pick me up from 10 Downing Street one evening next week, as I'm going to a private party? Well, one of my customers used to work for the Royal Protection Squad, and he looked after politicians and all that sort of thing, and he reliably informs me that there is a back door to the place that nobody really knows about. So I could arrange to meet you round the back passage somewhere, couldn't I? There was one that means don't let the bastards get you down, and they've hijacked Carpe Diem. Where else are we? Richard Knowles, I'd like to see Mr. Farage replace Blojo. Well, I think he likes his TV career at the moment, doesn't he? But anybody would tell. Jason Drury, a member of staff, did come out of the store to see if I was okay. There are some nice people. Well, that's good. At least there are some nice people about. There are some Jobsworths too. So at least you were sorted out. That's great. The prevailing truth is coming thick and fast, people, soon. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, then we're united. It's the government's turn to be here. Yeah, totally agree with you, Tony. They've certainly revealed themselves over the last couple of days, haven't they? And they're doing it in plain sight now. It's not great. Yeah, Factual Breakdown says, welcome to anyone that's new and hope you're subscribed. Yep. Welcome everybody to the channel. Mick Cardstaff's got here. Yay, Mick, did you get a notification today? There seems to be more people that have got it today than usual. Factual Breakdown's just spotted you, Mick. Hello, Pistol. Mr. Pistol. Hello, darling. I think you got a fan there. Lee Redpath says to Jason Drury, if you get like that, you know, you are legally exempt from the muzzle. Good point. If it gives you a panic attack or any form of anxiety, get rid of the damn thing. Factual Breakdown says she's in love with Mick. Now, here we go again. Mate Clarks, I've subscribed. Love your channel. Thank you very much. Cheers to you. All the best. Thank you for the support. I'll tell you what, every time I sit in my cabin, I go, cheers. I wish this was something a little bit more. Trouble is, I'm sitting in the driver's seat of my car, and if the paddy wagon pulls past, seeing me getting pissed behind the wheel, I might be in a spot of bother. We'd have to carry this on from the local constabulary, wouldn't we? That could be an interesting live stream. Factual Breakdown says, welcome to Mount Clark's. Appreciate that. What about the West Country? Is that the one that sounds like that? Like I'm down on the farm, I'm doing a bit of chuntering down there, and I might have a bit of cider when I've had a break. Is that the one you mean, Mark Keane? I'm not quite sure, really. Mick Hardstaff, afternoon, everybody. Yes, Andy, but wasn't available at the time. Okay. Thanks, Mark Keane. I kind of model it off that Josie, you know, that girl off of This Morning. I hear her when my wife watches it. It's the only one I can do. And Jeffro, of course, let's not forget Jeffro. Absolutely brilliant. My Shannon Lee is being courted by UK universities. She scored in the top 99th percentile of her SATs, which she took a year early. Shout out to Shannon Lee, Factual Breakdown's daughter, for scoring very high percentage in her SATs. And she's looking at UK universities. That's excellent news. Well done. Shows what hard work and dedication can do. And when kids pull that kind of thing off, they've certainly got a bright future ahead of them. Neats is here. Hello all, hope all well. I'm fine, Neats, hope you are well as well and had a good day. Jesus Jones, another one trained by the Rothschild. Yeah, they're all coming out of the woodwork now, aren't they? Speaking of coming out of the woodwork, I can't believe the amount of people that are here already. It's fantastic. So welcome to Daily Chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby. If you're new here, thank you very much for turning up. We try and do one of these every day and try and, you know, be there for you in your hour of need and provide a place for you to have a chat with each other, and you can get a little bit of live access to me as well, so we can have a nice conversation, and obviously you get the usual content as well. If you haven't done so already, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like button on the live stream, because it helps the algorithm find me and my channel, and we're fast approaching 21,000 subscribers now, so very pleased with that, and I thank you all for your support. It's wonderful. Lee Wilcox, strange morning for my wife Sue and I. Surveyor measuring our windows for new windows. Won't be in the same room as us. Muzzle on wrong, no gloves, and wouldn't shake hands. No probs in our bog though. I would have kept them well out of your bog. Crazy world, isn't it? Where are we? Natural break. Lil George Lee, cognitive dissonance. Yeah, absolutely. Big G says, how's your day going, mate? My day is absolutely fantastic, Big G. I started my day at, well, 2 o'clock this morning. I had to pick up 6 people to take to Gatwick, and the actual passenger is someone I used to go to school with, and I've not seen in 30 years, roughly. And then I went up to Heathrow, had about 3 hours sat there, and I got all this evening's content recorded while I was sat waiting, and yeah, drove home, cut down a rosebush, had a new kitchen floor fitted, quick bit of sleep, and now I'm in my car talking to you. So that's how my day's going so far. I'm picking my little one up in a little while, and we're going get the old barnet cut, a bit of the old Cockney rhyming slang there for those of you. Great accent, love Josie Gibson, who's always hilarious. Oh, I think she is hilarious, isn't she? I love her when she gets put together with that Alison Hammond. I think they're absolutely hilarious. Yeah, they were, speaking of that, there was a scene where they were sitting on camping chairs and Alison Hammond decided to fall off of hers, and the pair of them were in stitches. They just fire off of each other. I reckon you should get rid of Dermot O'Dreary and put Josie on instead. I think that would just be, well, complete and utter lunacy. Who's not who's? Factual breakdown. There is a chair that holds Miss Hammond. Now, factual breakdown. You are a naughty girl. But yes, there is. I've seen it with my own eyes. You've been flat out, mate. Respect, Big G. Like most days, I try and cram it all in and then sleep at the end. So somebody says sleeping's for wimps, but I kind of like it when I can get it. She is well over twice. Yeah, you're right, factual breakdown. Absolutely right. I'm not sure whether the chair broke or she just went, but it was pretty funny the way they reacted to it. Invicta Patriot, thumbs up done. Thank you very much, Invicta Patriot. Cheers to you. Cheers to everybody that's joined the chat Thursday. Daily chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby. Duck the system. Hello, did you see my comment? I saw this comment, duck the system. Let me go back through the little message history and see if I missed what you may have said originally, because when you get a load of people in, because you are tops. Thank you very much, Duck the System. I appreciate that, and your continued support. Yeah, I like this system. I can go back through the message history. Seems the rollout of the isn't doing well, so Plan B is in action. More than 13,000 plan. Yeah, I'm very sceptical about the timing of that. I'm of the firm belief that you know, that was all to do with a smoke screen because they fucked it up. Excuse my language, but they really did, didn't they? Let me have a look. Okay, ductless system. How you could, yeah, ductless system. I've not seen any link or comment about a petition. Now I know with the live chats that it can censor something. Sometimes it's not anything of my doing. I think it's just YouTube, you know, doing something. If it's something you want to draw my attention to, the best thing to do is email me, contact@andygifford.online. I'll have a look and see what I can do to get it out there. Johnson's just trying to put this through. Yeah, I when I was at Gatwick this morning. Hi, Late Lizard. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining us on the daily chat. Mark Keane, convenient that the baby popped out this morning too. Yeah, it's all distraction, isn't it? Yeah, when I was at the airport this morning, I saw one of my colleagues, and we were discussing the situation where people are cancelling their holiday trips because they don't want to take the risk, and they're a little bit, you know, scared of what's going on. And he still believes this is all about the illness, the global scandemic, and I'm afraid I'm the other way. But you know, some people you know, look at it one way, some people look at it another. That's all I can say. But I think more and more people are wising up to what is actually really going on around here. It's a crazy world we live in at the moment. Jesus Jones dangled a £20 note to come out. What do you call that, a trainee Tory? I don't know. He said that a third of the country is unaccounted, but they're saying 90%. Yeah, I don't think they know what they're talking about, do they? Figures or anything else. Sandy Pollard is here. Hi all. Hi Sandy, hope you're well and had a good day. I hope everybody is having a good day, by the way. It's actually a lot better here today. It's a little bit warmer and a little bit sunny. Let's give you, try and give you a little view. Yeah, that's my road today, so we're a little bit better. So Andy, do you think this notifications seem to work? Do you think you have any more subscribers today? I will only know that when I come out of the live stream. I'll know the subscribers. I only know the number of people that are in it at the moment and a couple of other little metrics, but I will find out later. Sandra B, Merry Christmas to you as well. Let's all not forget to say Merry Christmas to each other. It's all very important. Ductless system, this is strange. Oh right, I'm with you, ductless system. You might have put it on the comments feed for the actual live chat rather than the live, because the live chat that we're looking at now and that I can see is specific to this. But if you've put a comment on the actual static comments feed underneath, I won't see that until the end, but I'll certainly check that out for you as soon as the stream's over today, which will obviously be in a little while. Factual Breakdown says we need to get me to 21,000 subscribers before Christmas. Well, I hope that's possible. We certainly seem to be going in the right direction. It's slowly creeping up every day. I just keep doing what I'm doing, so all good. PJ Mosley, Merry Crimbo everybody. Merry Crimbo to you too. Let's keep saying that to one another. Keep that Christmas spirit alive and well for all time. Sent him a acne cab. Where else are we? Andy, do you hear about the spotty guy who ordered a taxi? Okay, yeah, milkman of human kindness. Did you hear about the spotty guy who ordered a cab? Sent him an acne cab. Yes, very good, I like it. What is a spotty guy? Factual Breakdown says a guy with spots, acne, spots on his face or any other part of his body. Bath North East, hi Andy, hello to you, hope you're well. Milkman of human kindness, don't get it. I think there's some jokes and punchlines appearing here somewhere. I'll have to kind of go back and have a look. Acne in London, yeah. it's a word play on Hackney, Hackney, which is another kind of license. Michael Castrian's here. Hello, Andy, and all you good people. Happy Christmas, or it will be, or will it be? Yeah. I think we need to make sure it is. And like the T-shirt goes, that somebody told me I should get, bollocks to Boris. I like that. Tony Whitworth, yes, thank God you agree. Mark Keane, breaking news reports are coming in that Diane Abbott was spotted arriving at number 10 Christmas party carrying Easter eggs. I think that's got to be the best comment I've read today. Oh, wonderful. I love it. Yes, she does have trouble knowing what the day of the week is and various other things, doesn't she? Bless her cottons. Michael Castrian is saying hi to Factual Breakdown. Adam 1066, bring back Cromwell to deal with Parliament. I saw, oh God, there's actually the film Cromwell, isn't there? Where he storms into Parliament at the end and gives them all a good ticking off and tells them to get out. You know, they're done. Go away. Richard Harris, wasn't it, who played Cromwell in that film? Absolutely marvellous scene, and I do wish that would happen. It would serve them all right. I'll be getting my last gift package shipped out tomorrow, well in advance of the 22nd. Good for you, Factual Breakdown. Chris says, I'm glad Savage Jabbit came out against mandatories for everyone, but still do not trust any of them after the sleaze that's happened in number 10. You can't. I saw a video earlier with Nadahim Sahawi in, who was saying, you know, he's dead against certain things which they're now hinting at could happen. They make these comments years ago, and you know, think we forget, and we don't, and then they go and pull a fast one. Untrustworthy bunch, all of them. Number one fan, hi Andy, hello to you, number one fan, hope you're well. Yeah, Adam 1066, I loved that at the end, it was perfect. I saw a modern day version of it. It was like a cosplay kind of thing where somebody played the part of Prince Charles after the Queen died, and he'd had just about enough of Parliament and he went in and did it. But that's never going to happen in real life, is it? Let's face it. But again, it did make me smile when I saw the look on their faces. How dare he come into this place? I mean, I don't know if you saw Madam Deputy Speaker earlier having a right old shit fit. She was having big trouble controlling all the lefties, and poor old Pretty Useless was trying to speak and having a hard time of it. Duck the system, Guy Fawkes, yes, that's the last person that entered Parliament with any honourable intention, so I was led to believe. Chris Ayres, yeah mate, I think a new law should be passed so an MP backtracks on something they said on camera, they can be held to account, otherwise they'll keep changing the goalposts. Yeah, they do need holding to account, I completely agree. You see, I'm a kind of guy that takes people at their word. I like to trust people. When they tell me they're going to do something for me, or they tell me they're going to do a particular thing, I'd like to think I could trust them to do it. That's how friends are made and families are formed and all the rest of it. But politicians throughout the years, time and time again, they say and do whatever they have to get that seat, get in there, and then they shaft everybody within a day. It's a system that rolls and rolls and rolls, and there's no sign of it being broken. It's crazy, crazy stuff. Being a taxi, you have to take people at their word. Yeah, I do. Otherwise, we could end up in some very dodgy destinations, couldn't we? The Biden years are a bad dream, Michael Castrian says. Yeah, I wonder if he'll remember them tomorrow. Yeah, number one fan, please don't forget to hit the like button, folks. So if you're new here to the chat, please do that. Helps the YouTube algorithm find my channel. I like it, Dr. System. The Prince of Darkness, pure evil. You might have a point there. Rules on person, where is the liability? Yep. The man makes me vomit, he really does. The resident inject. I like it, Factual Breakdown. I love some of these anagrams that come out, you know, moronic. Love Nature Evans family. Hi, welcome. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining the chat. My mum's turned up. She's with her friend Karen, sitting there, and I've just had a turkey lunch. Very nice too. I saw my mum yesterday, and she said she was probably going out today. And my uncle dialed in from up Hitchin Way, who we've not heard from for a little while. So, hello, Mum. Hope your lunch was well. Yeah, Andy, politicians are trained liars. Anybody? Hope you have a good day, mate, and a great Christmas, providing we're not all locked down again. Chris says, well, I say to the lockdown bit, bollocks to Boris. That's going to be my new catchphrase. Factual Breakdown says hello to Andy's mum. Lovely to see you. Afternoon to Tracy. She's just joined the chat. Number one fan is saying hi, Andy's mum. I think you're getting your own little fan club here, Mother. I think people are spotting you and saying hello. I can't answer the wait in other countries, but we are never going to get out of this as it's about. Yeah, you're right, Mike Alligators. I've spoken to a few people today that have finally realised that and starting to wake up to it. And the sooner we all do, we may be able to get out of this crap. But it's the old British stiff upper lip in place, isn't it? Yes, Mum, you're getting a few hellos. So you've come on and everybody's saying hello to you, which is very nice. I appreciate you all saying hi to my mum. Mark Keane, if there was a piss up at number 10 last Christmas, it's very unlikely Boris organised it because, well, you know, yes. Would it be something about organising things in breweries, Mark Keane, I wonder? Love Nature's Evans family. Johnson be haggard now with new yeah. As I said earlier, my content that comes out a little bit later, I've lent a bit on the Boris side, to be honest, because I think a few things need pointing out about his conduct of late and what he's been up to. But yet again, I tell you that the conference yesterday with Plan B, we all watched it. The timing was quite obvious, why it was done, how it was done, and when it was done. It was to deflect, and it's failed. We all can see through it. Crazy. Slurpy Dave, pubs, beer and jokes. Hiya, Andy from the Isle of Man. Hello, Slurpy Dave. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're all right. Speaking of slurping, watch this. Oh, that's better. Lorna McKenzie, girl. Geez, I assume that's what they've had. Simon's Channel says, hello, Andy. Hello, Simon's Channel. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday afternoon. My mother has just said hi, everyone, with a thumbs up and a mwah. Where are we? PJ Mosley, I love how Labour live up to the hindsight party. Yes. What if that happened? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Mark Larks, America have Let's Go Brandon, we should have Let's Go Doris. You're very naughty, Mank Larks. I know exactly what both of those mean. And what's more, I couldn't agree with you more. I think it's absolutely perfect. Where else are we? Lorna McKenzie, hope you enjoyed your lunch, Jean Whitehead. Oh, believe me, she would have done. It was the old girls club, lunch for old girls. And she had a bone to pick with me yesterday, accusing me of calling her old. And I did. I admitted it, and I do it again. She's old, and she went to the old girls club for lunch. And I reckon she thoroughly enjoyed it. Mike Alligators, totally agree, Andy, but keep the chats going and keep some sanity and perspective. Oh, I always will, Mike Alligators. Don't you worry about that. I really enjoy doing these. And... I hope I'm helping people, somewhere to come and have a chat and interact with others. And I think it's a good way of giving you access to me as well. So, we can get to know each other a little better. And we can have a giggle as well, or try and have a giggle. And I can let you know about some things that are coming up. Yes, Lorna, we did. Not now going for a walk to burn off the calories. Yes, I've heard it all before, Mum. I think I should come and check your house, and I'll find you both on the sofa in front of the telly, won't I? I know what my chronological number is, but I don't feel old at all. and don't look at either. Factual breakdowns. You're only as old as you feel at the end of the day. It's a sort of state of mind, is it? Bath North East. Boris needs the belt. No supper, straight to bed. Yes. 7 is it needs? I think he admitted to 6, so I suppose it would be 7 now, didn't it? And it's wise to point out he didn't admit to 6 on British media. He had to wait till the Americans asked him. You know, oh yes, I think I can remember how many kids I have now. Which 5? I have to ask Diana, but oh, don't. Absolutely crazy. All the bullshit. It really is. Does he really needs? Yes, it's quite a large number, Factual. Gene Whitehead. Jesse is a very good boy. I couldn't wish for a better son. I've hidden it well from you, haven't I, Mum? No, seriously, I have been a good boy. Behaved myself. Where are we? Bozo is not British. Love Nature's Evan fan. You're right. He's not British. He was born in America. That's widely available, that information, and ended up over here at a young age. Michael Castrian, about time he started wiping the toilet seat. Is that before or after somebody stood up? Mark King, can you imagine being one of Boris Johnson's kids? Dad, can I go to a Christmas party? Yes, of course you can, but if anyone asks, it was a business meeting. It's still confusing, Mark King, because there were 6 business meetings going on, and you've got to decide which one to go to. Is that right? Mercedes, good morning from the USA. Good morning, Mercedes, or good afternoon if you're in the UK. Some of us are. Some of us are in America. We're getting quite a good spread of people here now, and I really appreciate all the support and all you joining us. And welcome to those of you that are new to the chat. Andy, the Gabby Cabby Daily Chat. Hope you're all okay. Andy, I'm concerned that if we get rid of Bojo, would we be any better off, because we need a strong leadership, and I don't see anyone in way. Totally agree with you, Mike Alligators. The quality of the politician that we have today is nowhere near. In fact, it's a country mile away from anything we had of years gone by. I mean, if you got rid of Boris and the Tories are still in, looking at that front bench, I wouldn't wish any of them on my own worst enemy. And the way some of them have been manoeuvred into positions of power, that does concern me. And then you look over at the other side, the old Reds, the lefties. I mean, that Starmer bloke's a wet drip. I wouldn't trust him to run a bath. And, he's supposed to be leader of the opposition. There is no opposition. And again, you get rid of him, what have you got left? Diane Abacus? I don't think so. I think like we had in America all the years ago, we've got big trouble here, and I can't see a solution to it apart from chuck the whole lot out and start again. It's got to that point. See you later, Mum. Enjoy your walk, and best wishes to Karen, and hope you don't wear yourselves out. I know you're a pair of old girls, and go and enjoy the sunshine and the views. Mercedes asks, where are you from? I'm from... Oh, Sophia Green's here. Hi, everyone. Where are you from in the United Kingdom? Mercedes asks. I'm from a little place called Margate. If you have a look at a map of the southeast, I'm like the little pimple on the end of the southeast, and right on the seafront. Look at the leader of the Heritage Party. No way is he historically British. Sorry, stuck caps again. Is that you're trying to make sure that everybody sees it? That's okay. Have a lovely walk, Factual Breakdown says. Bye, Andy's mum, Neat says. Factual Breakdown, Sophia Green. Hello, you've been spotted, Sophia Green, by Factual Breakdown. So that's all good. Anyway, Kay, hi, Andy and everyone. Hi, Kay, thank you for joining us. Daily chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby. Factual Breakdown. I live on a little pinpoint on the southeast coast of North Carolina. Yeah, pinpoints are the good. Mank Larks, Margate, the Jolly Boys outing. Oh yes, that is a classic, isn't it? Absolute classic. I remember that vaguely because my dad's a retired police officer, and he was stationed at Broadstairs as back in the day. Hey up, Andrew Mobile. Hope you're okay. He was stationed in Broadstairs back in the day where there was a police station, an actual proper one, in Margate, Broadstairs and Ramsgate. And in the scene where Rodney got arrested, it all happened at Broadstairs. And that's where my dad was stationed, so he got to meet them all. And that was quite interesting. Invicta Patriot, Birchington, next to Margate. Yeah, you're not a million miles away, Invicta Patriot. I could probably drive there in 10-15 minutes from my house. So that's all good. Jeanette Harrison, hi Andy, always on point, you're great, have a good day. Thanks for the compliment, Jeanette, I appreciate it. I'll just try and be straight and tell you how I see it, how I see the world from my point of view. That's all we can do at the end of the day. I come from a small village called Chilton, is that Folat, Mark Keane, not sure how to say the end of that. Kelly, we don't need a government, we just need businessmen to run the main services. In short, Kelly, we need someone who knows what they're doing, someone who's actually done a proper day's work in their life and has an idea how the real world works, don't we? Not these self-privileged idiots with a silver spoon in their mouth from birth. And unfortunately, either side of the table you look at, that's what we're met with. It's not a good situation. I mean, old Starmer had a reshuffle, didn't he? And who did he bring back? Yvette Cooper. Okay, I will leave that one there. Duck the system. This time next year we'll be millionaires. Yeah, I'm still looking for that antique watch in my garage that's worth £3 million. I might find it one day. Mank Clarks, love Only Fools and Horses. They don't make comedies like that no more because the world is too PC. Politically correct. Yes, it's a pain in the arse, that, isn't it? And they're trying to cancel all of the good TV programmes, all the former stuff. It's not great. You know, you've got some comedy gold, and the BBC and things like that are too afraid to play any of it anymore. Really not good. Yeah, I agree with you, Kay. We need someone completely new and fresh. But new and fresh in a completely different system, a completely different way of doing things, I think. You mustn't offend anyone in this country, Invicta Patriot says to Mank Larks. Well, they try and make you think that, but at the end of the day, I have a right to an opinion, and you have a right to be offended by my opinion. And, you know, we can respectfully piss each other off and get on well 10 minutes later. That's what it should all be about, but we seem to have lost our way. It's very much, if I don't agree with you, I will cancel you, and that's not a great place to be. Jesus Jones, we need a new myth. Terence McKenna, Chris Ayres, Nigel Farage for PM would be nice. I hear rumbles, you know, from other sources that he's coming back or could potentially come back, but I don't know about that one. But I may be proven wrong. Andy, we need someone who knows what it's like to be a down and out and not ashamed about it. Yeah, someone with an ounce of louse about life. Thank you, Invicta Patriot. Thank you to you too. I was cancelled in Salcombe. The witch hunt started by a man who visits China twice a year. Weird, let's duck the system. Derek Owen, afternoon Gabs, afternoon to you, Derek. Welcome to Daily Chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby. Factual breakdown, woke is joke, woke is shite, woke is rubbish, woke is everything not good. Henry Kirkman, you're a modern Samuel Pepys. Is your cheese buried in the back garden? Unless my son's put it there, I don't know. Lorna Mackenzie, the cancel culture and woke nonsense needs to stop. It needs to. I mean, I'm hoping eventually it'll just destroy itself. You know, complete self-destruct. Yeah, Factual Breakdown says we need more thumbs up in the chat. So yeah, if you're new to the chat, and thank you for joining us. Please hit the thumbs up if you haven't. And I appreciate you coming along to one of our dailies. Mick Hardstaff, the spanner is there because I've made her a moderator, somebody who looks out for shenanigans and gives a shout out you know, so I don't have to worry about it for things like hitting like buttons and all that kind of stuff. I've got a couple on here, and there's always at least one in the chat at any one time, keeping an eye on proceedings, because these are getting a fair bit more traction now, so we need to do that. Sir John Major, I just had the police running down the street. Sainsbury's called them for me having no mask. I waited for the police, showed them my exemption card. Okay. Did they leave you alone after that, or were they a pair of goons? That's what I'd be interested in. So another YouTuber said the other day he has a plan A instead of plan B. Fook right off. I like that very much. Absolutely right. Lorna McKenzie says Invicta Patriot. I'm watching it all, darling, don't you worry. Mick Hardstuff. Yes, behave yourself, Mick, she's got her eye on you. Chris Ayres says to Factual, yeah, that's why the powers that be had Trump lose the election. We all know the election was 100% jerried. Yeah. Got my what about the van, Mick? Factual breakdown, seriously? Called the police about... Yeah, Factual, there's videos all over the place on YouTube where this is happening. I got sent one by Chrissy, one of our subscribers, where she was pulling by a couple of these morons on a petrol forecourt, or as you say in America, a gas station, and they gave her a hard time. There was one I saw the other day where somebody got arrested in Subway for giving the police a load of mouth when they inquired as to his status. It's happening all over the place, but all of these fines, they'll just get taken to court and wiped out. It's ridiculous. Got my grandkids off school with chicken pox, Kay says. Oh, how old are your grandkids, Kay? I hope they get over it pretty soon. I had chicken pox when I was a kid, and it's usually best to, you know, just get it at an early age and get it over with. But I hope they get through it and recover from it. It's not nice for any young person to have. And then I think you can get the shingles later, can't you, when you're older, if it comes back. I've had the shingles, and that's blooming painful. Sainsbury's invited me into the store. 6 and 10. Okay, yeah. Little age gap, isn't there? 4 years. My boys, I've got 18 in January, and the other one's 8. So a bit of a larger gap, bless them. If you don't have chickenpox as a child, you're a shingles as an adult. I've had both. Factual breakdown. I had chickenpox as a child, but I still ended up with shingles a couple of years ago. Not an experience I wish to repeat, I tell you. Shopkeeper asking to prove no wearing is classed as a hate crime. Yeah, it's against the Equalities Act as well, from what I remember. It's crazy. Invicta Patriot, I've had the shingles. When I got it, I got told to take something called lysine, I think it is. You can get it out of a health food shop, and there's something in there that helps keep it at bay. So I took that for a while till I was sure it weren't going to come back, and it seems to have done the job. I think lysine's pretty good. It's one of these natural things, unlike this stuff that's not really tested and rushed out in 5 minutes that everybody's supposed to have. You know what I mean? Mark Keane says frozen, so either you're cold or I've frozen up. Let's hope it comes back. It may just be a little bit of buffering at your end. Sophia Green says more people getting the shingle. I know someone that had the, the old Rooster Booster, and it made their shingles come back, even though they'd had it. It's another one of these reactions to what's going on. Can I just get a quick radio check off of everybody, as they say, that you can all still hear me okay? If everything's okay, if I can have a 1 in the chat, because I've just seen a couple of people say that I've frozen up, and I hope I'm okay and you can all still hear me. I can still see the chat, and you're all talking to each other, so that's great stuff. Yeah, the ones are coming through, 5 by 5, as they say. Everything okay? That's great stuff, everybody. Thank you for that. Yeah, Sophia Green, I'm not surprised at that with your two neighbours. If there's any underlying thing wrong with you like that, it seems to be kicking it off. So not great. 50 minutes in, we got loads of you in the chat, and I appreciate you coming by and showing your support for Andy the Gabby Cabby's daily live stream. As I say, welcome. When I do the daily tomorrow, it'll be slightly later, and it will highly likely be from Gatwick Airport, because I've got to take someone up there at 1, and I will be up there for a little while with some time to kill. So I'm going to try and get to you all at Gatwick Airport with a live stream from there, and if there's any planes actually flying overhead, I'll as well. That'll be something. We have a new subscriber, so thank you for your support. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button. I really do appreciate you all coming over and doing that. We're fast approaching 21,000 subscribers now. Let's see if we can find out who it was. That is Helen Wheeler has just subscribed. So thank you, Helen. I appreciate the support there, and I hope we can continue to give you valued content that you enjoy watching, and you stick around. That's marvellous. I will be looking at some other things to do with the channel. I've said this a few times now. I've got to sit down and do it, but trying to offer you a little bit more in terms of perks and stuff like that, because you give me a lot of support, and I want to try and give something back if I can. And I'm just going to have a slurp, because the old throat's going a bit... You was in the loo, was you, Mark Keane? Okay, I hope your loo survived the encounter and everything's all right. Let me just disappear down here a second. Oh, where is it? I store stuff in the thing underneath my thing. Allegedly Guilty's here. Hi, Andy. I finally made it. That's brilliant. Hello. Hope you're well and had a good day. I started watching your live stream on Alec Baldwin earlier, where you had Bill Cannon and Duty Ron on there, and I want to finish watching that later, but it's all interesting stuff, particularly from the legal perspective. I have my own theory on what went wrong there, and somebody vehemently disagreed with me when I made a comment, but that's what it's all about, I suppose. Allegedly Guilty. I got Angela's email the other day and I replied to her, so I hope you got that. Mark Dover. I got arrested in Margate for assault 15 years ago. I was sitting in a pub that got attacked, got found not guilty. Yeah, crazy. Invicta Patriot, just anti-vax. Hello everyone, I'm new. That's M. Ray and Dave the Dog. I found you from Police Off the Cuff. Sergeant Bill sent me. Yeah, bless Bill. Sergeant Bill Cannon. I jumped on his live stream yesterday and said I was there. And just to let you know, those of you that are new and unaware, I will be on Police Off the Cuff on the 22nd of December at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is about midnight UK time. So it's a little bit of a later one for the UK fans, but try and stay up and make it. I reckon it'll be a damn good show. If you can't, then there should be the replay later on, because, you know, we'll try and dump those things on. And first time I've shown it today, we got some merch as well. Andy the Gabby Cabby, my face, a mug on a mug, and Toodaloo 2, and it's like that. I can't wait for you to be on with Bill, Joe Murray says. Neither can I. And we'll have to try and arrange something as well. We can't really speak legalese because I'm not a lawyer, but it would be nice to actually get the chance to speak to you face to face, you know, properly, without messages and everything, and have a laugh and a bit of fun at the same time. It'll be great stuff. So I do appreciate it. Old Timers Disease, Factual Breakdown says. Stephen Owens has had all his jibby jabbies. Well, I hope you are okay, Stephen. Tony Whitworth, boxers exempt from the jab. Well, they've had enough jabs, haven't they? Because being over jabbed, shame for all the footballers who aren't exempt. I like it. Alicia B's here. Good morning, Alicia B. Hope you are well. She said good morning to Joe Murray. Great show last night. Yeah, I've watched half of it, and I had to stop watching this morning. I was actually watching it at about 5 o'clock this morning, our time, while I was waiting for my passenger to turn up, but I didn't get finished all the way through. I got a phone call which I had to deal with, and I had to cut it short, but I will catch the rest of it later. It's very revealing, and it's very obvious that somebody has dropped themselves in it while trying to get themselves out of dropping themselves in it. Very, very interesting and revealing indeed. Lorna Mackenzie says, honesty and truth. Yes, the next they say there's no evidence, but what about them all coming out a bit? Yeah, same old, isn't it? Joe Murray, you've got a lot of people saying hello to you in the chat. Very, very popular as always. PJ Mosley, hello from here. Great job on the thumbs up. Thanks for keeping an eye on that for me, Factual Breakdown. I appreciate it, as always, and welcome to everybody. Alec Baldwin really put himself in the soup with that last interview, Joe Murray says. Yeah, he did. There's two comments that I can't get out of my head, where he said that he pointed it in her direction. That's a big no-no. It doesn't matter. And he pulled the trigger back, let it go, and it went off. Sorry, pulled the hammer back, let it go, and it went off. And it's been demonstrated that just can't happen. And the other thing as well, which the person disagreed with me the other day, every person who handles that gun, it doesn't matter whether it's the armourer, the actor, or anyone else, they need to check the condition of that gun when it's handed to them. Is there any ammunition in it? Is there anything in the barrel? Is it cocked? You know, the condition of the gun, that's their responsibility while they're handling it. And when they give it back to the person who's responsible for it, who's got to maintain custody and control over it, they need to verify. Assume at all times it's you know, loaded, unless you prove otherwise. It's I just can't get my head around it. I'm going to follow that when it happens. I don't know whether he'll go to jail because of his position and money and everything else. I'd be very surprised if he did. But I think there's going to be an awful lot of civil lawsuits flying here, there and everywhere. That much I can guarantee. I don't know much about American law, granted, but what little I do understand, I think it's going to cost a lot of people a lot of money, this one. And of course, condolences to the family of Helania Hutchins, who tragically was on the receiving end of that rather large caliber bullet that went straight through her and buried itself into the shoulder of the film's director. Very, very sad state of affairs, all of it. Factual Breakdown. My niece used to say that she didn't do it. Yeah, definitely. Pippa Neal Baldwin said he felt no guilt. Yeah, they say that he was trained to do that or coached to do that. If you feel guilt, you're guilty of something. That's the theory. And I'm not sure that really sits well with me. You know, it was obvious it was an accident. No, there's no way on this earth he intentionally wanted to do it deliberately. That's just not true at all. But there's definitely negligence there, especially with the custody and the handling of that firearm. It's truly shocking, truly shocking. Bart Simpson. I'm Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you? It's another one of those crummy impressions. I've got to work on my New York accent, by the way. Factual Breakdown keeps offering to give me lessons. I've got to try and nail that by the 22nd and see how I get on. Somebody asked me to do a West Country one earlier, and I managed to do that all right. There's no problem there. I can talk like I'm going to West Country all day long. And I actually walked down the street once with my children talking like that, and I was so embarrassed. Baldwin needed a strong lawyer to control him. Client control is fully important for a client like that. Yeah, I heard what you said in your live last night, Joe. He just needed to shut the hell up, didn't he? Do as he was told. And not go on the TV making confessions everywhere. It's going to make it very difficult for himself. You know, I like Alec Baldwin movies. The kind of movies he's involved in are the kind of movies I like. You know, good action pieces. But as a person outside, I'm not too impressed. And there are, I'm sure, other actors like that as well. Yeah, Michael Cashry, the safety mechanism should be checked and passed as working, surely. it's impossible to fire it unless completely cocked back and loaded with live rounds. Yeah, they did a demonstration of police off the cuff. It was half cocked and fully cocked, and both times you let go, the hammer stays there. The only way to return it to the front is pull the trigger, and you either pull the trigger and you go snap, the firing pin hits the bullet and out it goes, or hold on to the hammer, pull the trigger and slowly release it back. I mean, I handled a M16 a few weeks back at a military show that I went to, and there's quite an obvious safety catch on there. An L98 that I've handled, there's a safety catch. You know, they're all built-in safety features to prevent them from firing accidentally. It's just, yeah, doesn't happen. Anyway, folks, we're at the hour, and in about 5 minutes I've got to go and get my little boy from school. So I thank you all for coming. I appreciate all your input, your support, and your subscriptions to the channel, and also the likes to this feed as well. I always appreciate it. Yeah, so that's all to say really. Tomorrow I will be on live as usual, but it will be a little bit later than I am now, like 2 o'clock GMT, because I will be on my way to Gatwick Airport. But when I'm there, I will set up and I will come to you live from Gatwick, have a chat with you and see if we can get some airplanes on as well. So once again, thank you all for coming. Enjoy the rest of your day, whether it's just starting or in the middle of it, depending on where you are. And as always, I bid you toodaloo.